What is happening, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live to talk this upcoming DraftKings NBA 9-gamer. Yes, 9-gamer featuring some iffy teams. But before we begin, always hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and definitely check me out on Twitter and Instagram at DFS underscore Prodigy on Instagram and D Prodigy on Twitter. You can find me there. Also, it's Master Weekend. It's WrestleMania weekend. We have UFC on Saturday. It's a fun-filled event for this week. I'm excited about it, fellas. Let's dig into this slate. Minnesota and Indiana. So, Minnesota side, I'm liking Anthony Edwards 7-7. I don't mind getting to him. McLaughlin at 4-4, only if Noel and if there's no D'Lo and there's no Malik Beasley. I don't mind looking at them. And Karl Anthony Towns in this matchup, if there's no Miles Turner, I definitely like him here. Also, I forgot to mention, fresh cut. Obviously, the fade, we're rocking it. Like I said, PGA Masters, WrestleMania, UFC, what could go better? I'm off this weekend. I'm hyped, fresh cut, rocking it, and I'm ready to go. But let's go back to Indiana. So, on the Indiana side, so Sabonis. It's tough for Sabonis. It's definitely tough because of the matchup that I'm seeing with him. He's questionable. He's doubtful. But the three superstars now for this team are all questionable. So we need to wait and see what happens with these guys. Karis LeVert 7-1. I don't mind getting to if all these guys are out. He's going to be a cornerstone of this team, basically. TJ McConnell, what a disappointing day. Overall, this team was very disappointing. It was hard to watch this team today. So I'm just going to move on and kind of just not even look at this team anymore. I don't want to do it. I really don't. Washington in Orlando. On the Washington side, we need to wait and see what happens with Brad Beal, if he's a game time decision or if he's out. Once again, I'll go right back to Westy. Rui Hachimura is questionable, so is Robin Lopez. Robin Lopez, it's a big question mark because that can mean more minutes for Alex Lynn, or that could be more minutes for a guy like we need to see Bonga possibly. But I think it would be turning more towards the Alex Lynn side of the ball. But if Rui's out, you can look to Denny, you can look to Bertans once again. But on the Orlando side, this is the team I am liking. This matchup is going to be very high scoring. I don't mind me some Terrence Ross. I don't mind me some Wendell Carter Jr. Okiki at 5A. The price tag's scary, though. So Cole Anthony, Kim Burch are both questionable. They're both looking like they're trying to play. They're finally practicing. So we need to wait and see what happens with this team. I'm really interested to see what happens with this Orlando team. New York and Boston. On the New York side, that's one guy only that I'll always am getting to. Julius Randle, the man, the sixth man of the year almost. Basically the monster among men, the Braun Strowman, if we're going back to WWE. Because it's WrestleMania weekend, fellas. I can't even say it enough. So I'm all in on Julius Randle here. I like him a ton. I'm only getting to him on this New York team. On the Boston side, this team is very balanced. So it's hard to get to a lot of these guys. Maybe some Jason Tatum here. But the defensive matchup on the New York side is very hard to trust. So maybe Robert Williams at 6'8". I don't really mind this team, though. Boston, New Orleans, and Brooklyn. Brooklyn, baby. So, New Orleans. So, with this team also getting healthy, we need to wait and see, though, what happens with Brandon Ingram. If he's doubtful, once again, I'll go right back to the well. And a guy like possibly James Johnson. I love him. Also, there's no NAW, there's no Josh Hart. So give me all of Eric Bledsoe, give me all of Lonzo Ball in this matchup. I like this team overall as a whole. I like Herman Gomez because Jackson Hayes left the game with a hurt leg. So he might be getting more run. I love this New Orleans team. I love it against this matchup. On the Brooklyn side, you'll know how it goes. Give me only Kyrie Irving. Everybody else is kind of meh. Maybe some LaMarcus Aldridge, maybe, but not much on this team. Memphis, Atlanta. We're moving on to this team. So I'm looking at the Memphis side of the ball. So let's take this for a second. Jay Morant left this game tonight and headed to the locker room and is not returning, I don't think. So we need to wait and see what happens with Jay Morant. If there's no Jay Morant, there's already no D'Anthony Melton. Who's going to step up? Is it going to be Grayson Allen? So I'm all in on Grayson Allen and Desmond Bane if they both are having to step up for this team. So I like both those guys. Definitely give me some Joe Val too. I don't mind him in this matchup, but be careful. It is Capella. So on the Atlanta side, though, it's basically just some Clint Capella, 8'7". I don't mind the price tag for him. I don't mind some Trae Young, but much rather get to Capella. Bog is shooting lights out. I don't mind him. I don't mind me some Gallinari. So let's move on to Dallas and Houston, the Texas showdown, the baby two-step. The Red River almost showdown. So on the Dallas side, Y'all know how it goes. Luka, move on. Not even saying anything else. Houston, though, with John Wall questionable, we need to wait and see what happens with him. I don't mind me some Christian Wood once again. I don't mind me some Kelly O. The rest of the guys, Avery Bradley's hurt, so that could be more run for Sterling Brown, which we could see him start. So just take this team with a grain of salt and just wait and see what happens with them. Moving on to the last 3 games of the night. Charlotte and OKC. On the Charlotte side, still no Malik Monk. Gordon Hayward's out, so he'll be out for a while. Give me Terry Rozier easily and give me some Miles Bridges. I like both those guys a ton here. Both those guys are going to step up. I like these guys easily on the slate. OKC, I hate breaking down this team with a passion. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So give me only Theo Maledon maybe at 5'4", maybe some Moses Brown at 6'7" in the matchup that he's in. There's not much I want on this team. San Antonio and Denver. So Jamal Murray left this game, or Jamal Murray is out for this game already. So Monte Morris here, but I don't mind his price tag at 3.7. I don't mind some Aaron Gordon here at 6.5. Jokic is just hard to get to with Aaron Gordon on the team. On the Spurs side of the ball, Davonte Murray's questionable, so that can be more run for Keldon Johnson and Derek White, which I both like. I'll be some DeRozan at 8.2. That price tag is great for him. Last game of the night, Utah and Phoenix. On the Utah side of the ball. So, looking at Donovan Mitchell here at 8.8, I don't mind getting to him. So, I don't mind me some Rudy Gobert, but it is against DeAndre Ayton, so be careful with that. There's not a lot on this Jazz team I want, personally. On the Phoenix side, kind of a similar story. There's not much I want on this side. Maybe some Ayton at 6.8, maybe some Chris Paul at 8.5, but again, not much I want in this game. So, that wraps up this slate for us, guys. Thank you all for tuning in like usual. Have a great and safe rest of your night. Have a good one, everybody.